Interesting. There we go. Testing, testing. Interesting. There we go. Alrighty, what's up everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel today, and today we have MLB The Show 20. I don't have 21, I don't necessarily care to get it right now, so I'm just going to play as the Baltimore Orioles here. It's going to be a full rebuild. You're going to see everything from top to bottom. You're going to see every game. Some games will be quicker than others, obviously, so let's go ahead and just click advance here. So let's go ahead and go over their roster. Let's go regular season. It's going to be a tough grind. Autosave failed. Here, let me go ahead and save it real quick so we can continue the series. That way it's not just going to be done and over with here. Pardon the screen here. I don't know if you can see much. Boom. Alright, let's see. We back live. I was just clicking the save file, that's why it turned off real quick. Yep, we're back live. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and take a look at this roster. Not very good. I mean, John Means is our kind of starting pitcher. Alex Cobb, I want to dump him off immediately because if you look at he's a 74, he's 32, he's aging, he's on a ridiculously bad contract, $14.3 million. I mean, that's pretty bad. Wade LeBlanc, the former Mariner, I mean, he's not really amounted to much in his career. So, I mean, we also have Cole Stewart, who is the Twins prospect for a while. We have Ty Blatch as well, who's getting up there in age. So I mean, it's gonna be tough for sure with this team. We also have Asher Woj, who's 31, who's only played 4 years. So I mean, it's definitely gonna be tough. So relief pitchers, we got Paul Fry, Bleer, Tanner Scott, Sean Armstrong. I don't know why Miguel Castro isn't on the team. Let's see, Rucker as well. Who else is on the... Okay. Closing pitcher is going to be Michael Givens. I want to get him out. I mean, he's a good closer. I want prospects. Catchers, it's going to be Pedro Severino, Austin Wins, and I want Chance Sisco on the roster as well. So let's go ahead and let's see, Austin Wins. First baseman, Chris Davis. Nobody's going to want him. I mean, he's probably not going to even be an everyday player for us. I mean, feel bad for him. We got Ramon Urias as well, who's going to be a huge prospect for us. Renato Nunez, Hanser Alberto, Rio Ruiz. Hanser's kind of the player that can play, kind of a lot of positions, so that's very valuable to us. Jose Iglesias, Velasquez, Santander, Dwight Smith, Austin Hayes, and Trey Mancini. So let's go ahead and get some trades done real quick before we take on our first series, which is going to be against the Yankees, which in and of itself is going to be ridiculous. So let's go ahead and let's see if they will take him. I mean, I'll take some prospects, honestly. Not even necessarily good prospects, but just anything to get rid of. Well, that's Woj, so we could probably get. And Dakota's going to be good. They're not going to want to get rid of him. Let's see, relief pitcher maybe. Yeah, let's go Cabrera as well. I think you should be getting more value. You want Alex Cobb as well? How about that? Alright, yeah, they can't afford Alex. How about we throw... No, you don't want Wade. Do you want... Michael Givens as well. Can I get a... I mean, he's 19, so... Oh, okay. Aaron Hoffman? Nah. Alright. So... I mean... Francisco has A potential. I'm willing to have that be our future. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of... You know what, honestly? I kind of want to scrap this team. Just from top to bottom. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, get rid of John Means, Cole Stewart, Wade LeBlanc. Let's just go prospects. Sure, there's somebody out there that's willing to give us some prospects. Tristan Cassis, Matt Hall, Henry Cervantes, perfect deal. Alex Cobb, prospects. Is anybody going to want to take on that contract though? All right, cool. Let's just go ahead and go all. Anybody going to want Alex? Maybe. All right, cool. Perfect. This looks like a good trade to me. I'm just scrapping this team, honestly. Just from top to bottom, really. I mean, prospects. Let's just get some prospects going here. Jay Grome. Ronald Escalona. If you remember my brief Birmingham series, he was on that team, and so was Connor Pilkington. So, let's see. Bryce Wilson. William Contreras. I mean, let's do it. Wilson Contreras. That's basically who we got out of that. Or William Contreras. Sorry, not Wilson. Wilson's the good one. Paul Fry, Blair, Tanner Scott. Basically just going to scrap this whole team and make it kind of a completely different series. I don't want Ronald Escalona. We can go Kerry Chow. Just completely getting rid of anybody that's 60 overall and higher, honestly, at this point. Perfect. Got people that are lower than 50. Perfect. Because honestly, something's not working for this Baltimore team. So just got to start fresh. Jenderson Hurtado, Norge Ruiz, Zach Irwin. Sounds like a deal to me. Get rid of these guys. All prospects. Alright, got some nice Jack Harlow going. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted out the ass, but it's fine. Alright. Alright, let's do this a different way, shall we? Edwin Diaz. Okay. William Ray. He's 29. I don't necessarily want someone that. Nate Mondew. He's 24. Nice and young. Alright. Luis Barria. There we go. Let's do it. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Prospects. Tice, Jackie Cole, and Brian Baker. Alright. Sounds like a deal to me. And then we'll just kind of work from there, you know? Just nobody here is going to be all that good, but these are all prospects too, so. Justin Dunn. No, I'm not taking Justin Dunn. Oh, it's because the guy has A potential. They're going to want to naturally give me something a little bit better. So I don't necessarily need that. John. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Perfect. Prospects. Jay Johnson. Perfect. All right. Prospects. Hopefully we can get a couple catchers at least. I think because of the B potential, they're going to want to give me something good. Edwin Yon and Deshaun Knowles. Like, I've played with the Angels before, and I like those prospects. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right. Normally I don't actually get this many trades, so done in a franchise setting. Jay Johnson and Lionel Riddle. Perfect. Welcome to the team, guys. All right. Unfortunately, Chance has got to go. He's only 60, so he could like be the lead of the group. I mean, or like the head honcho. But no. I'm definitely gonna get copyrighted, but that would kind of suck if I did. Perfect. All right, just in case I actually do get copyrighted. Whoops. Can I not? What? Yeah, I know how to play the game. Here we go. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to get copyrighted, so I can't have that. Because I want to keep this video up, you know, and not have to explain what went on. So first base, nobody's gonna want Chris Davis though. Nobody. And that's a lot of money just to cut him. I mean, either way, I mean, I don't think it really matters. All right, let's go ahead and get some prospects going here. Let's see, what time is it? 12:46. All right, we're doing good for time here. Nobody over 60, por favor. I don't think I'm gonna get that. We'll go ahead and take that. And Rio prospects. They're gonna want to give me someone good, just because of the B potentials. Fuck it, I'll take them. A potential. I mean, they're gonna want to give me someone good. Jared Kelnick. Yeah, no way. Seattle would give up Kelnick. The trades are kind of broken in this game, to say the least. Jose Vasquez. Give me like, I don't know. Perfect. Yeah, the trades are slightly broken in this game, just because based on potential, they're like, oh, we'll give you this guy with the same amount of potential, so that way you're not losing out. But sometimes it's just like, no, I don't want that. Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and take Jose Suarez. And then Orioles Martinez. Give me just anyone that's alright. Let's go to the Giants here. They want to give me Jalen Miller. Yeah, right. The other guy was a right fielder, wasn't he? No, I don't remember what he was. Let's see. Trey McNutt. He's 30 though. I'd be willing to take Gustave and Adon here. Alright, perfect. Santander, Dwight Smith. Actually, let's take Dwight Smith out and put Stokes. Clint Frazier. Yeah, see, these are just slightly broken. So. We're almost done though. Blake Perkins and Chris Pena. Let's see, where are you? Royals, Royals, Royals. There we go. Chris Pena. And I don't remember the other guy's name. Perkins, I thought. Blake Perkins, here we go. Alright. Be it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting their game. Alright. I'm gonna trade these two away for prospects. Hopefully I can get another left fielder in return. Center fielder. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. Perfect. And Cedric Mullins is still here. In real life, he is actually really good. So I will definitely take that. Drew Waiters. Go ahead and flip him with those guys. Alright, again, I'm really surprised they're allowing me to do all these trades. Normally when I do these franchises, they don't normally let me. So and Brennan Davis, I can flip him easily enough. Alright. Just give me a couple guys that are below 60, please. I don't really think that's, asking for too much, is it? Let's go. Hurry on up here for me, please. Mariners, boom. Give me Gilbo. And pardon the wind if you can hear that. And Odom. Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I'm just going with Chris Davis. Jose Suarez. Just go ahead and give us... All I'm asking for is prospects under... Actually, you know what? Diamondbacks is a good idea. I'd take... John Jay. He's, you know, kind of just a solid older player. Edwin Jackson, come on. And... not Frazier. See, I'm looking for a very... Bobby Bronson's solid. I can always go with him. Yeah, let's go Bobby. Let's go Bobby. What are you talking about? Okay then. Let's try this again, shall we? And I'm gonna have to trade Seth Beer. Anyone willing to give me prospects? There we go. Perfect. Thank you, St. Louis. And then literally just these two guys. I'm giving up 2 A potential prospects here, guys. Least you could do is just do what I ask. Key Brian Hayes, sure. Alright, perfect. And just like that, not a single... Well, Chris Davis and... Wait, who was the other person? Okay, cool. Jeez. Oh, these guys. They're 60 overall now. Oh, well. Not too worried about that. Andrew Kinzer, we're going to go ahead and release him. Alright. Just everybody on the 40-man, I suppose, will come on up. 40-man. Not everybody, but Ryan McKenna, MLB. So Chris Davis is going to be like our start player, which is kind of an oof. Go ahead, move to MLB, yes. Burrows, right here. Dean Kramer. Hunter Harvey. Cedric Mullins. Dylan Tate. Cole Sulcer, honestly, at this point. Come on. Evan Phillips. MLB. Cool. So, Jay Johnson, add to 40-man. Put him on the MLB team. We have 3 starting pitchers. So, Chris Ellis, add to 40-man. MLB. So he's not going to be happy because... Oh, wait. So they do get it. Okay. Never mind. So we have 4 starting. So we can either go Hurtado here or Josh Rogers. Rogers actually played some games. So go ahead and add to 40-man and move to MLB. Relief, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, relief pitcher, 10, 11. You guys go to Double A. Double A. So that's 9. Cole, yeah, you can probably go back to like Triple A. Dylan, yeah, I'll keep you up here. Not too much longer. How long have I been streaming for? 25 minutes. All right, not too bad. I'll get a game in today. Let's see here. Melvin Adon, perfect. Catchers. Obviously, we're going to have... Whoops. Add him to the 40-man. Diego to the MLB. Taylor Davis, go ahead and add him to the 40. Put him on our roster. We got 2 first basemen. Ryan can play a variety of positions, which is good. Second baseman. Can Ryan play second? No, he cannot. Go ahead and move you to AA. Add you to the 40-man. And put you on our team. Alright, so add a 40-man. And boom. You can also play second. Cool. Left fielder, don't have anyone. Let's see. We have like nobody for the outfield. Great. 40-man. Let's see. Let's actually just go relief. We can go ahead and take you off. Go to AAA. You can stay up here. So that way, left fielder. Who do I want? I have Cornelius. That's who I was looking for. Cornelius is a little bit older, so I'll go ahead and give him the go-ahead when it comes to the MLB spot. I think you can have 26 people on your roster. AAA has like nobody on their team. Kerry Chow. Cedric Mullins can also play right field, I think. So can McKenna. So I'll probably put McKenna at starting at right. But I want to see Deshaun up here, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and add to 40. And put you at MLB. Alright. So that's going to settle that lineup. First, we're going to have Davis. I'd rather see him at, like, DH. There we go. First base. Alright, where's right field? Actually, let's just Cedric Mullins. Center field. Taylor Davis. You can also play first. Excuse the wind, it is blowing like crazy out there. So please forgive that. So the only position we have left: first, second, third, short, left, center, right. What? First, second, shortstop, third. Is it catcher? I think it's catcher. Which, you can play, anyone here. Honestly, I mean, I don't really trust Deshaun necessarily to play second. Oh no, it's short. I mean, what's my feeling? 64, 67, so looks like Diego's going to be our starting shortstop, or starting second baseman, so start. Oops. All right. Oh, that's no DH. Okay, so Chris can play right. Can also play third. So Taylor's going to be our starting catcher. Deshaun can play right for us. Actually, no, I forgot he's our. No, Diego is our starting second baseman. And then McKenna's going to be right field. Third base, perfect. Mason's going to be our shortstop. Ryan can play left. Oh, he can also play shortstop. Oh, dude. That solves my problems. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This solves all my problems. And then have Mountcastle play short, and then second can be Mason, and then cool, Diego can be DH. Yeah, that fixed all my problems. Cedric Mullins, cool. Right field McKenna, center field Mullins, left field Cornelius, perfect. Third Jomar, second Mason, catcher is Taylor Davis. Mountcastle, okay, perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. Actually, if they're not going to play, let me only put in the guys that are playing. Jomar, Taylor, Cornelius, Cedric, Mason, and then Diego. Boom. Left, center, right, second. Perfect. That actually kind of lined up pretty good. All right. Nope. Boom. 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 And that's gonna be a pitcher. So catcher. Nope. Which he's gonna be right field. Which Cedric Mullins will be center field. Which Cornelius is left. Mason is second base. All right, perfect. All right, so now we've got to get our rotation in order here. Go ahead and have Hunter be our ace. Wait, is Bo a starter? No, he's not. Duplante. Who is a 60, looks like. Interesting. Actually have him be our ace. Hunter. Perfect. All right. Okay, so we got our lineup set, our pitching rotation set. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop into our first game. And the max out. So we have to get 2 pitchers off. That can be five. Ty can go to AAA. And let's see who else can go to AAA. I want to see Genesis play a little bit. I just need one more pitcher. Oh, I can have Evan go to like AA. There we go. Which allows us to have some room for other players. For example, where are you? Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have Arroyo come up to the MLB. I'm gonna get one more. Jose Rondon. Yeah, we can bring him up. Why not? Now we need to add him to the move to the MLB. Alright, just like that, let's go ahead and get opening day underway. What do you mean we don't have 4 valid lineups? What do you mean? I don't know what you want from me, game. That's literally the pitcher. Let's go ahead and play next game. Auto fix lineups. There we go. I don't think it messed with my thing. It just messed with the pitcher. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this game underway. Finally, we're going against Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees. This is definitely going to be a tough start to our season. We're going to definitely have a lot of cool uniforms to be rocking here. Let's go ahead and start off with the good old classic black. Yankees are a tough team. They got Garrett Cole, Aroldis Chapman as their closer. They have Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Gary Sanchez, Cole, or not Cole, but Voit. So they're stacked pretty much. So this is going to be, we're not going to be able to out hit them. That's definitely not something that we can necessarily do. We can't out pitch them really. I mean, we just got to be smarter than them. So we gotta understand them, feel them out. So Duplantis played 3 games last year, so he's definitely looks like he had kind of a higher 4 ERA. Not a lot of strikeouts for 36. Well, that's about a strikeout an inning. Real quick, let me go ahead and volume presets on the field. There we go. Apply changes. So, looks like their starter for their leadoff hitter is, I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Stanton. So it looks like Stanton's going to be their leadoff hitter as he's looking at a ball to start off. It's going to be 1-0 as he's going to foul this one off, making it 1-1. Stanton's definitely one to look out for. He's definitely had his fair share of injuries. For a while he was with the Marlins, but they ended up trading him away. As we're looking at a 1-2 here, Duplantis going to get him to pop it up, and we will get there just in time as that's going to be the first out of the season for us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. So we got Urshela, sorry, that was Urshela, not Stanton. We got Urshela, Andujar, LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, Stanton, Voit, Sanchez, and Gardner. So a really solid lineup. I guarantee that they're going to make the playoffs this year. Definitely going to be kind of hard for us to compete with that overall. As Andujar is going to be up here. He had a kind of a rough start to his career. I think this is his 2nd year. Last season was not easy for him. He's down 0-2 in the count right now. As Duplantis is looking really solid in his first start as an Oriole. As he's going to go ahead and get Urshela, and Urshela's going to get a good crack off the bat here, and just like that, That is going to be the first run given up this season, and that's going to be Miguel Andujar with his first homer of the season, as that's more than he had all of last year, and he already has the same amount of RBIs. As up now, we have DJ LeMahieu, who is probably one of the scarier batters in this whole lineup. He's not really gonna he's not your first name to think of, unlike Judge. That's going to be poorly fielded by our second baseman, Mason, there, as he's going to allow a base hit, as that's going to be popped up for Cedric Mullins, and Mullins will get there as he will go ahead and get that second out done. Duplantier only has 10, allowed 1 run, which is Gleyber Torres is going to be their hitter today, as he's looking at a 1-0 count here, advancing that runner from first to second. And that's going to be fouled off, making it 2-1. This Yankees team, again, it's just one of those teams that you expect to make the playoffs year in and year out, as that's going to be absolutely cracked by Gleyber Torres, as that's going to make this a 3-0 game. That's kind of exactly what I'm expecting all season long, as it's going to be 3-0 now, and then comes Stanton. So, again, I'm not really expecting too much out of this team, which I know kind of isn't good for a manager to expect little to nothing. But as we're going to go ahead and watch Stanton foul this one off, as it's going to be a 1-2 count. Duplantier with the windup here, and he's going to get Stanton to pop it up, and that's going to be the corner of the foul territory here, and that's not going to be caught, and that will be a foul ball. Duplantier with a close call, but nonetheless still a good one, as it is 2-2. That's going to be fouled off as well. So as I was saying earlier, when I thought we were looking at Stanton, he's definitely had his fair share of injuries. He's going to get caught looking as that's a strikeout, as he does not like that call whatsoever, as Duplantier's first inning as an Oriole is now over, as starting the day, looks like we're going to have Taylor Davis starting the at-bat for us, who did not have a really good season. I don't think he played very many games, so taking over that starting role is kind of a big jump, as he's going to go ahead and foul this one off. Garrett Cole is just one of those pitchers that's going to have that kind of stuff that's going to really kind of make games hard for us, as that's going to be fouled off by Taylor Davis, making it an 0-2 count. There's not really a lot of footage on really any of our players at the pro levels. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be the first out for us in the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. So first, we got Taylor Davis at catcher, Jomar at third, Mason McCoy at second, Cornelius at left, Diego playing DH for us today, Chris at first, Cedric Mullins at center, Ryan McKenna at right, and Ryan Mountcastle at shortstop. So up to bat now, I think we have Jomar, as he's going to go ahead and look at this fastball here that was super close to the strike zone, but if he would have let that go, it would have been just a ball, and that's going to go high, and that's going to be a ball. Good to see some patience out of our hitters, but definitely what we got to do is play the patient game against Garrett here, as we're going to go ahead and foul that one off. That reached 100 miles an hour off the bat, or sorry, not off the bat, but just from Garrett Cole. 1-2 count here, as that's going to be fouled off as well, as Jomar really kind of wants to keep this at-bat going for as long as possible to try wearing out Garrett Cole, as that's going to be a ball as well, and it's really good to see some patience from him. Garrett Cole is definitely usually a Cy Young candidate every year, as that's going to be a ball, as it's now a full count. I believe this is Jomar's first game as a professional, so definitely a lot of emotions rolling through him right now, as he's going to go ahead and foul off, keeping this at-bat alive, as I'm pretty sure it reaches number 6. Sorry, that was number 7. So this is going to be pitch number 8 here. Counts 3-2 as Garrett Cole is going to get fouled off yet again, as Jomar is really keeping this at-bat alive for as long as possible. And yet again, fouled off, as it's really kind of good to see our one of our rookies here just being patient. He's going to do a swing there, and he's going to get struck out, as he knows that he should not have swung at that, and that's going to make it the second out. Sorry. In comes Mason McCoy for his first professional game as well. You're going to see that a lot with this Orioles lineup, as Garrett Cole's already looking at 13 pitches, as that's going to get fouled off. One thing that's good about this Orioles team is that they're young, so they have a lot of time to improve, find their weaknesses now, and just kind of throughout the season just get better and better, as we're looking at an 0-2 count now from Garrett Cole. And that's going to be swung and missed, as that's going to be a strikeout, as that's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of those this season, as our team's just not quite used to the professional level yet. So in comes Luke Voigt as Duplantis starts his second inning as an Oriole, as that's going to be a strike. And as you can see here, we have it severely shifted to the left side of the field, because Luke Voigt likes to hit to that side. As that's going to be broken off here, as the catcher Taylor Davis is going to have to get there, and he will do just that. And that will be the first out, and that was a broken bat by Luke Voigt. You don't necessarily see that every time, but instead it will result in an out. So that's going to be a strike here, as Duplantis is looking overall pretty solid. He's given up 2 home runs and a hit, as that's going to be cracked right towards McKenna, and that will be the second out of this inning. In comes Brent Gardner, just, one of those solid pieces that you see for the Yankees every year, year in and year out, whether he's starting or he's coming off the bench. He's just going to be consistent for you, as that's going to be hit over to Mason, and he's going to make up the mistake that he did last time, and he's going to make that out, and that'll be a quick inning for us, as we're going to go right back on offense, as Cornelius Randolph gets his first at-bat as a professional.
The left fielder, Cornelius Randolph.
Cornelius is going to go ahead and foul this one off. Cornelius got acquired from the Arizona Diamondbacks AA team, as he's going to go ahead and look at a ball here. Definitely shows a lot of promise. He's young, so it's definitely going to be a little bit before he develops quite into what we're expecting him to, but eventually he will get there. But just not quite yet, as he's going to go ahead and hit this one, and that's going to be dead center, but Brett Gardner is going to be moving only a couple steps for that, and that will be our first out of this inning. We got Diego Cartaya, into bat with his first at bat, and you can just expect that for pretty much every one of our players. They've played a game before, expect that to be a rarity. The reasoning behind the sudden change in the Orioles roster is they just wanted to start from scratch. They didn't feel that there was much to build upon in that roster, so just starting from scratch, battling out a few rough years is better than just trying to work with what they had currently, as that's going to be fouled off by Diego. So a lot of trades were happening right before this game, so it's just kind of good to see them all ready to play their game, as that's going to be absolutely cracked by Diego, but I don't think that's going to go far enough, and it will. So the first at bat in Diego's career will be a home run, so it's his first hit and his first home run. How about that? So that's going to reduce the lead to just 2 runs now, as that's what I like to see, as he homered off Garrett Cole, which is no easy feat, especially in your rookie year. So that is good to see him doing that. So up next we have Chris Davis, who is the veteran of the team. He's the star player. So hopefully he can kind of embrace that role a little bit. I know he's been kind of having a slump career the past 3 or 4 years, but hopefully he can produce a little bit better for us, as he's going to go ahead and swing and miss at that low changeup. 0-2 is the count now. Garrett Cole, right after a home run here, he's already looking pretty good against Chris Davis. And Chris Davis, the main problem that he's been having is he's not been patient at the plate. He's got so many strikeouts, and just purely unlucky, he's going to check his swing there, and that would be called a ball. So definitely what I want to see from him is just patience. Patience is key when it comes to Chris Davis, as he's going to go ahead and miss that, and he's going to go ahead and run for first, but he will not get there in time, as that will be the second out. In comes Cedric Mullins, who had a few at-bats last season, but he did not get a very high average. He only had 4 RBIs, so hopefully he can kind of bounce back this year, becoming an everyday player, and embrace that role of being our starting center fielder, and just kind of just take over and play well for us. All right, Garrett Cole's now looking at a 1-1 count here against Cedric Mullins. Looking at 30 pitches already in the second inning, so the Orioles, for being so young, are being very patient, as he's down 2-1 already. But Cedric Mullins was not happy about that, as it looked like he was trying to get hit there. As Garrett Cole has had some issues with anger in the past, so I'm not going to completely rule it out, as he's down 3-1 already, as Cedric Mullins is facing a walk already, which would be key, because we get a home run and a walk this early in the game, as that's going to be just high enough in the strike zone to be considered a strike, as it's now a full count. Garrett Cole at the windup here, and he's going to go ahead and get Cedric Mullins to swing and miss, and that will go ahead and wrap up this inning. But let's take another look at this beautiful hit by Diego Cardia, and that's going to put the score 3-1 now, as we are looking very good. So back up, we have Gio Urshela on offense now. So yeah, as I was saying, it's good to see our team. We're not really losing control yet. Duplantier, he allowed 3 runs in the first inning, as that's going to be hit right over to Mason, and that's going to be a really bad throw, as that's going to go ahead and be caught by the catcher, as that's going to be another error on this team, as I believe that's our first or maybe even second of the game. And Andelar is back up, and he homered in his first appearance, so hopefully he does not do that again, as he won't, as Cedric Mullins will go ahead and get there, and he will make the catch, and that will force Sanchez to run on back to Torres to run back to the first base. DJ LeMay, he was going to go ahead and crack this one, and that's going to land just foul, which was a close one, as that's going to be a ball, as now Duplantier is looking at his 34th pitch here, and that's going to go ahead and be hit towards third base, and that's going to go ahead and get hits, and that's going to be only 1 out, as that was poorly thrown there by Mason, I believe, as it looks like that's kind of being a problem with him, fielding anyway. So if he's going to have problems with fielding, we need to hopefully see his bat increase, rather than just striking out all the time. So we're looking at a 1-1 count now here with Judge, not Stanton, big difference, as he's going to go ahead and swing and miss there, as it's a 1-2 count now. Duplantier with the windup, and that's going to be way outside the box there, as that will be a 2-2 count now. Duplantier gets Judge to crack it, as this is going to be very close, as it looks like it's going to be a close one. McKenna's going to be there. He will catch it, ending this inning, as the Yankees have been kind of struggling a little bit since the first inning, when the Orioles have been kind of picking up gradually, where the Yankees have been kind of dipping off a little bit. So up next, we're going to have Ryan McKenna for his first at-bat of the day and of the season. Again, not much film to work off of here, so we don't know if he's necessarily a patient batter or if he's more of a aggressive batter. So he's going to go ahead and hit this, and that's going to be absolutely cracked, and that is going to go just foul off of a bat flip as Ryan McKenna almost had his first hit and home run as a pro, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, as McKenna already is looking a little flustered because he could have had this be a 3-2 ball game. And he's going to go ahead and let that one go, as that was just a bad pitch, and you could hear that actually went past the catcher there, is making it a 1-2 count. And that's going to go ahead and be a swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout, as that was very clearly going to be a ball, but yet he swung anyway. So up next we have Ryan Mountcastle, who's played a handful of games for the Orioles here. He's definitely a prospect that they're looking forward to. 1-0 count now. So he's playing shortstop. Normally you see him play that first or outfielder position, but because due to the lack of depth right now within this newly founded or newly built organization, he's got to play short for a little bit until we kind of figure out depth a little bit better. So 2-0 count already looking for him, and he's going to go ahead and hit that one foul, making it a 2-1 count. They're definitely being very patient with Garrett Cole, which is paying off, as they're going to go ahead and crack this one. Ryan Mountcastle is going to be running, but Gardner will get there faster, and he will go ahead and get that second out for this Yankees defense. So back up to bat, we have Taylor Davis, who had a line out straight to third base last time. Definitely could have been a base hit had he just hit it just a little bit higher. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at him, as he's going to go ahead and let that one go for a ball. Taylor Davis, I believe he's in his later 20s, so definitely we don't know how long he'll be with the organization. Because the amount of veteran players on this team is not very high. So he may or may not be staying for a little bit longer. So he's looking at a 3-0 count here, so being very patient with Garrett Cole is exactly what we've been doing this whole game so far, which is good. Good to be very patient with him, as that's going to be fouled off by Davis. And up next we have Jomar, who had, I believe, about a 10-pitch at bat, so that's definitely going to be good to see him again, as that could have been the number 4 ball leading in a walk, but Taylor Davis swung instead. The windup here, and that's going to be a ball. That's going to be the first walk given by Garrett Cole, which is not exactly a normal thing to see from him. He doesn't walk too much, but he did there. Taylor Davis is now on base. So we have Jomar up next, who had a huge long at-bat as he's looking at a ball there last time. So maybe he can do that again, get the pitch count up for Garrett Cole, kind of wear him out a little bit going into that 4th inning. As that's going to go ahead and be the exact opposite of what's going to happen. Taylor Davis not fast enough, as he's just going to go ahead and ground it out. So we got Gleyber Torres up next, who was 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer in that last game. Or not the last game, but the last at-bat, as that's going to be a fastball pretty much right down the middle that could have been taken for a home run, but instead it's not. Instead we're looking at an 0-2 count now, as that is fouled off. Duplantier really has been slowing down the game. As you can see, he has about 10 less pitches than Garrett Cole is. And Gleyber is going to get on base. That's what I was trying to say there. So just kind of slowing down the game since the first inning. So he's been definitely doing that pretty well, to say the least. So Stanton's going to be up next. He fouls this one off, as that's going to be swung on and missed, as that's going to make it a 0-2 count here, as Stanton's going to go ahead and check his swing for the ball. It's good to see Duplantier working on his character, his poise, because going down 4-0 against a stacked team like or 3-0 against a stacked team like the Yankees, and he's quickly falling behind here. As that's going to be a 3-2 count here, and he's going to go ahead and get Stanton to pop up. Falling behind 3-0 against a stacked team is not easy. A lot of people can probably break under that kind of pressure, but it seems like he's kind of just holding his own right now, and they're definitely hanging in there, as he's going to go ahead and walk Stanton there, which is not at all what we want. As Voigt's going to come in, and that's going to be a ball as well. So we have Stanton and Torres on base right now. As we're going to go ahead and hear that one get absolutely cracked by Luke. However, it will remain foul, so no need to worry, as that will also stay foul. Duplantis is going to go ahead and look at a ball there. That was very, very close to be calling a strike 3, but instead it will be called the ball, as Luke Voigt will crack this one, and that one will land just foul, as that was a very close one. That could have been some damage as he strikes out Luke Voigt, and that'll be his second strikeout of the season, and that's exactly what we like to see from Duplantis. Definitely showing why we elected him as our ace this year. He's definitely looking like he deserves those innings out of everyone here. As that's going to be lined to our third baseman, as that is caught, as that is Jomar on the great catch. Gardner's going to go ahead and look at a fastball here for an 0-1 count, as that kind of just froze him up a little bit, as I don't think he was expecting that. And that's going to go ahead and get popped up towards Cedric Mullins, as that's going to go ahead and be the third out of this inning as we go to the bottom of the fourth. So definitely, again, besides the one hit that we had there, definitely looking a lot better as each inning progresses. So we're going to go ahead and have a Heidney Watney report here, but we don't necessarily want to hear her because you can't, so I turned the audio off. So Mason McCoy is going to be up next. He struck out in his last appearance, so hopefully he can kind of slow down this at bat and kind of just work pitch by pitch rather than kind of trying to see ahead, as this is his first game. So going against Garrett Cole is very hard. It's not easy to go against a pitcher of that caliber. As he's going to go ahead and hit this right towards the second baseman, DJ, and that will be an out. So at least he made contact that time, which is better. You always want to see contact being made. As we're going to go ahead and have Cornelius come into the game now for his second at-bat, as he will go ahead and look at a low fastball that's called a strike. Again, Cornelius playing the left field position for us. So definitely it will be good to see him kind of use his bat more, because the Yankees team doesn't necessarily throw it or hit it to the left side of the field too often. He's going to look at a strikeout there, as that was some incredible stuff by Garrett Cole. As up next we have Diego Cartia, who had a solo home run earlier, which making it 3-1 right now. He's going to swing at that changeup. But starting off with a homer against Garrett Cole in his MLB debut, very impressive. He's going to swing at that low slider, and that'll make it an 0-2 count. This inning's definitely going by a little bit quicker than the others for the Orioles offense, as that's going to be a swing and a miss by Diego, and that'll wrap up this inning, as Garrett Cole just wiped the floor with that inning. Definitely not something we want, but something that we're going to have to just expect. Top of the fifth inning here. Duplantis going against Gio Urshela here, as it's going to be a slider for an 0-1 count. Duplantis, again, he's not had too much experience, about 30 innings last season, which I mean is a decent amount compared to the rest of our pitchers, but as that's going to go ahead and be a base hit right up the middle. But still showing that he can be our ace and do a decent job at it. We're going to go ahead and watch Aguilar go ahead and look at a ball there. It's going to be a 1-0 count, as that's going to be hit right in the gap, and that's going to be a base hit, as that is now a runner on first and second for the Yankees. So we're going to go ahead and, whoops, wrong one. We're going to go ahead and get Genesis Cabrera warmed up. And let's see here. Alright. So Dylan Tate is apparently considered the starter for us. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and have Genesis warm up for us. He'd be the next in line. Is that a double steal that they're trying to attempt there? That is interesting to say the least. as I believe they're trying to do a little hit and run there, as that's going to be popped up. Mason will get that with ease. His glove might not be too impressive early in his career, but still, nonetheless, he can make those just fine, as that's going to be a ball, as Judge is now looking at a 2-0 count. All right. Duplantis, you can kind of see him starting to slip up just a little bit, as he's going to give up a huge hit to Judge there, but Mullins will get there in time, as that will go ahead and be a fly out, as that was just a little too close to making this a 6-1 game. That's going to be right off the mound there from Gleyber Torres, as that's going to go ahead and probably net in a single run, and that's going to make it 4-1, as that's going to be an RBI for Mr. Gleyber Torres. Stanton's going to be in here. He's going to go ahead and look at a strike. So I believe Stanton is 0 for 2 in this game so far, and he's not been starting off too well there. That's going to be fouled off, and that'll make it an 0-2 count. Duplantis with the windup here, and that's going to be fouled off, making it 0-2. Stanton's one of those premier players that you just want on your lineup no matter what, as he fouls it off. He might miss a lot of games, but when he is in the lineup, he makes a huge difference, as that's going to go ahead and go for a ball. Duplantis with the windup, and that's going to catch him looking yet again. That is twice this game. Duplantis has number 27's number all over, and he cannot seem to make any sort of moves to get any sort of hit. So that'll go ahead and take us to the bottom of the 5th inning, and I do believe that that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for Duplantis, and we're going to go ahead and get Genesis Cabrera warmed up to come in for the start of the 6th inning. That's going to go ahead and be a ball for Chris Davis, who was very patient last time. He just kind of started slipping up towards the end. As it's going to go ahead and be a 1-0 count here. That's right down the middle. Chris Davis could have easily taken advantage of that ball, but did not. 4-1's the count now, as Chris Davis is going to go ahead and smack that one, and that's going to go right down the foul line and end up being a foul. 1-2's the count now, as that's going to go ahead and be fouled off yet again, as that could have been a ball, but yet Chris Davis showing that little bit of an impatient side to him. And poor vision, as he's going to go ahead and choke up on that one and swing for a strikeout, as that's going to go ahead and be the first out of this 5th inning. Next we have Cedric Mullins, who's 0 for 1 to start the day with a strikeout. Definitely not the most productive stat line to start, but he's going to go ahead and look at a ball there. 1-0 count here. Garrett Cole to Cedric Mullins. He's going to go ahead and go 2-0 in the count now. Cedric Mullins is showing a little bit more patience in this at-bat than he did the last one. He's going to go ahead and look at a very nicely placed fastball, making it 2-1. I'm going to go ahead and look at another ball, as it's going to be 3-1, as we have Ryan McKenna on the he's the batter that's up next. That's going to be a high ball, and that will be the 4th ball, Garrett Cole's 2nd walk of the day, and it'll be going to Cedric Mullins. Ryan McKenna, although he struck out the last time, he still almost sent one deep, and that's really what matters. Yeah, he struck out, but he still showed a lot of promise on that at-bat, as he will go ahead and swing at that high fastball, and that'll make it an 0-1 count. 0-1's the count here. Garrett Cole's going to go ahead and throw him a slider that's going to go right down in the dirt, and that's going to get Ryan McKenna to swing, and it's going to make it 0-2. McKenna's going to swing yet again, and that was a nicely placed changeup, and that'll make this the 2nd out, and Ryan Mountcastle will be coming in the game now. 0 for 1. I believe he had a strikeout in his first at-bat as well. Maybe even a flyout. I don't really remember. As that's going to be a ball for Ryan Mountcastle. They're saying he's making his MLB debut, but I could have swore he's played a few games. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but he's definitely more of a left fielder player, and we're playing him at short, as that's going to go ahead and be an easy out, and that will be the final out of the 5th inning. So Duplantis' day is done. So he will go ahead and be looking at a 5-inning day. Not too bad considering his first start for us, and it's against the Yankees. So in comes Genesis Cabrera. As you can see here, he played about 20 innings last year. Had a really high 4 ERA, just south of 5. So hopefully we can see him kind of cut that down just a little bit. We can go ahead and watch him hit that over towards our shortstop, Ryan, who will make that and throw it for an out, as that will be the first out of the 6th inning. And as you know, there's a new rule in place with the MLB as of the 2020 season that each pitcher has to face a minimum of 3 batters before you can remove them. So there's no more getting him out for 1 pitch and that's it. You just gotta face a whole 3 batters. So Cabrera's looking really solid with 2 outs in his first 3 pitches. He's up 0-1 against Gardner's. That was absolutely cracked out off the bat, as that will be a base hit for Brett Gardner. Let's take another look at this. As you can hear it get smacked. They're not going to play the audio, but he hit that one really hard, resulting in a base hit. And that's kind of what I was getting at earlier, that he's just kind of one of those guys that's going to be consistent for you. This one's going to be absolutely mashed towards left center, or not left center, sorry, just left field in general. And that will make this a 6-1 game, as that's going to be Gio Urshela with his first homer of the season. So up next we got Miguel Andujar, who had his first homer earlier in the first inning. And that's going to go ahead and show the home run, as Cabrera is already now allowed 2 runs, as he's no longer had a great start, rather just a rather unlucky one. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad, as he's now at a 2-0 count, which, I mean, he just needs 1 more out to get through this inning, and then he'll go ahead and have his day wrapped up. For some reason, our catcher really only wants him to run fastballs, as that's going to make it a 2-2 count here, as I'm low-key feeling a change up here, as he's going to go ahead and wind up, and he's going to foul it off, as that could have easily been a strikeout, as that will go ahead and be popped up, and there's no point even going for that, so that'll be very far foul. And go ahead and hit this right over to our third baseman, Jomar, and that will go ahead and be the final out of this inning. Genesis Cabrera allows 2 runs in that inning, so his ERA is looking at about an 18 right now. So just not preferable, but you know. So we're gonna go ahead and call a timeout here real quick. Go ahead and go to our bullpen. Let's see, who do we want to see? I want to see John Dale kind of get warmed up and playing in this game. We have Josh Rogers as well. Have him stretch and toss and not get fully warmed up. We'll go ahead and take a look at him probably in the 8th inning for us, as Taylor Davis can go ahead and swing at that one, and that's going to be a foul ball. Garrett Cole definitely looking a little bit tired out there. He's 0-1 in the count now, and now he's 0-2 in the count. Definitely taking a good commanding lead over Taylor Davis right now, who's still looking for his first hit this season, as that's going to go ahead and be a strikeout, as he caught him looking, as that's going to be the first out of this 6th inning, and that's not what we would like to see. Jomar is coming up now. He's 0-2, but he's total over the last 2 at-bats have been a total of 12 pitches, which is a decent amount. It's averaging 6 per, so that means he's a very patient batter, as he's going to go ahead and swing and miss at that one. He's going to be 0-1. He's going to go ahead and swing and hit that one, as that's going to be a fly out to right field, as Judge will have no problem getting that, and that will go ahead and be the 2nd out of this inning. Next we have Mason McCoy, our 2nd baseman today. He naturally plays shortstop, but again, we have Ryan playing that position today, so he's going to go ahead and be our 2nd baseman. Going to go ahead and swing at a low placed ball there, as that's going to go ahead and be balls. He's going to go ahead and hit that towards the shortstop, as that's going to be thrown way out there, as that's going to be recorded as an error rather than a base hit. But still, he gets on base. That's what matters. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and mark it as an error. So Cornelius Randall is up to bat now. He's going to go and swing at that really high 100-mile-an-hour fastball, as that's going to go ahead and make it an 0-1 count. He's going to go ahead and hit that one, as that was a nice knuckle curve that I did not see drop down at the end there. So that's going to go ahead and make it an 0-2 count, as Cornelius fouled that one off. So you go ahead and swing and miss at that one, and just like that, our inning is done, as Cornelius swings and misses, as this Yankees team is finding every stride possible right now. So we're going to go ahead and have yet another Heidney-Watney report here, even though the audio's off, so we can't hear you, Heidney. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and see G.J. LeMahieu as, hold on, we don't want Cabrera out there. We want Jandel Gustave in his first appearance as an Oriole, as he's got some pretty good stuff, as you can go ahead and get that hit over to our shortstop, as that's going to be Ryan, with the nice catch and throw for the first out. Next we have Aaron Judge, who's having an 0-for-3 day to start, which is not exactly what you would expect out of Aaron Judge, but he's definitely been off to a sluggish start in this game, as he's already ahead 1-0, and you can go ahead and foul that one off. He's come close to homering a couple times, though, but both times ended up being just shy, and both Ryan McKenna and Cedric Mullins caught the fly out, as he's now looking at a 3-1 count. It doesn't matter if you're 0-for-3, a walk still will help your on-base percentage, and that's exactly what will happen. He'll get walked in 4 pitches, as John Dell definitely did not expect that one. So Gleyber Torres is going to go ahead and hit this one, and he's going to go ahead and fly it out, but Ryan McKenna will be there, and that will be the second out of this inning. Stanton's up next. He's 0-for-2, but he had a walk in the 4th inning. So he also is hitless in this game. He's going to look at a low fastball. Both him and Judge are both outfielders that just hit for power. They're consistent when they are in the lineup. Both kind of have their fair share of injuries, to say the least. But they are definitely one of the premier hitters of the league when they are in playing. And go ahead and hear that one get absolutely mashed right up the middle, as that's going to go ahead and get Aaron Judge to third, and he might even contest for home. He's going to go home, and he's going to go ahead and get there in time, as that's going to go ahead and be a run, as that was very close, as that was absolutely mashed off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, and that'll give him his first hit of the season and his first RBI. Go ahead and see the windup from Gustave here. As they're saying, he's getting a little tired, which doesn't necessarily look like he's getting that tired. And that's going to be a swing and a miss by Luke Voigt. And that's going to make it 0-2. Wind up in the pitch here by Gustave, Jandel Gustave, because that's going to be a ball. And that's going to go ahead and make it a 1-2 count. And he's going to get him to swing and a miss there, as Luke Voigt strikes out, and that'll end the side here. But let's take another look at this beautiful hit by Giancarlo Stanton, as that's hit right up the middle, and that sends Aaron Judge around the bases, making it a 7-1 game. So, just real quick, we have Diego up next. Let's go ahead and get Josh Rogers all warmed up and ready to pitch in the 8th inning. Let me go ahead and look at a low fastball there, as that's going to make it a 1-0 count. And that's going to be yet another ball here, as that'll make it a 2-0 count. Now to the Orioles batter, Diego, as that's going to be a strike right down the middle, as that's going to make it a 2-1 count. Diego responsible for, I believe, technically our only hit and our only run, but that's good for him. He's definitely looking like he's going to be solid for us potentially. Looking at a 2-2 count now, however, that's going to be a high fastball. As it's good to see him showing a little bit of patience, as it's a full count now, as he's looking for maybe possibly the third walk from Garrett Cole. As instead, that will be another strikeout for Garrett Cole, as that'll go ahead and get Chris Davis up now.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
As Chris Davis is up now, he's 0 for 2 on the day so far. Garrett Cole approaching 100 pitches on the day so far, as he's going to go ahead and get Chris Davis to swing at a low fastball. Chris Davis, definitely known more for being a power hitter, definitely has shown little to no power as of late. He's also getting up there in age. He has a long contract still left, and he has like 2 or 3 years left for 23-something mil a year. So he's going to swing and miss at that fastball. That could have been a ball, but instead it's making it a 1-2 count. As you can go ahead and swing and miss, and that's going to be yet another strikeout for Garrett Cole. I believe that's number 8 on the game, maybe more. I've lost track, but he's definitely been playing really well for him. As we have Cedric Mullins coming into the game now, he's still looking for his first hit. He has a walk under his name, but still hitless on the day so far. He's 0 for 1 right now in the count. As you can go ahead and swing at a high fastball, as I thought that was going to drop down, as instead it's going to be an 0-2 count. As Garrett Cole is 4 pitches away from reaching 100 pitches. As that's going to be absolutely cracked off of the bat of Cedric Mullins. So that one's going to carry. That's going to go far, and that's going to be the first hit for Cedric Mullins of the season, and his first home run and his first RBI. So just like that, we are making this lead a 7-2 deficit now. So it's not as bad, but still, nonetheless, I mean, we've still got a little ways to go to come back, but it's good to see Cedric Mullins getting that home run. So that's going to be our second hit of the game and our second run of the game, as I believe we have McKenna in right now. And that's going to go ahead and be a ball for Ryan McKenna, as now Garrett Cole is 2 pitches away from reaching 100 on the day in the 7th inning. And he's going to go ahead and swing at that fastball, and that will go ahead and be a strike. As we see Avantino and Britton warming up there, possibly going to come in for the next inning, and then we'll see most likely a Roldness Chapman in that 9th inning. So that's going to be a swing and a miss by McKenna. So this is pitch number 100 here from Garrett Cole, and it will result in a pop-up that's going to be caught by Aaron Judge, and that will go ahead and wrap up this inning. But here, let's really quickly take a look at this beautiful home run by Cedric Mullins, as he hit it, and he was just starting to run for his life, because it was a close one, but still nonetheless he got that homer. So in comes Josh Rogers, who's played 8 total games in his career. Not really amounted to much so far, so we're kind of hoping to see him take the next step, that initiative of putting himself in situations that make him a better pitcher. And it's really just kind of figuring out what our strengths and weaknesses are to this roster, as we're going to go ahead and look at a ball. Rogers with the windup here. You can go ahead and look at a strike, and that one's going to get absolutely cracked, and that looks like it's going to go off the wall for a homer. Sorry, not a homer. That will be just a double, and I thought that was going to be a home run. But instead, it's just going to be a double off the bat of, I believe, Gleyber Torres. Brett Gardner's up to bat now, and he's had a really productive day for him, both defensively and offensively. As you can go ahead and look at a ball here, make it a 1-1 count. Gardner's, again, just consistent all around. He's the definition of consistent, at least in MLB The Show. In real life, I don't know if he's necessarily really consistent, but he gets the job done for sure. As we're going to go ahead and look at another ball here, as this will make it a full count. The windup here, and we're going to go ahead and look at a ball, and that will be a walk on Brett Gardner, as now we have a runner at both first and second base. Ursula's up to bat now. He's looking at an 0-1 count, as that one's going to go ahead and get popped up, and that will make it a 0-2 count. Rogers with the windup here is going to go ahead and get Ursula to foul this ball off, making it, keeping it at a 0-2 count. Going to go ahead and get him to swing here. Rogers going to go ahead and throw it to second, and he's going to go to first, and that's going to be a double play. Mark that as our first double play of the season, but yet they still have a runner at third, so it's very well possible that they can still score. Andelar's up to bat now. He's 2 for 4 with a home run, a single, and an RBI on the day so far. So definitely looking rough side of things for him. Good start to the season. Sorry, I was spacing out there. Definitely off well for the Yankees, as we can go ahead and see him foul this one off. As Rogers definitely allowing, you know, a couple hits to this point, but so far out of our relief pitchers, looking the most reliable. That one's going to get belted, but McKenna will be there in time. So is the only Oriole reliever to this point to not allow a run. So we're going to go into the bottom of the 8th. We're down 7-2. So the comeback is looking a little inevitable right now. Sorry, not inevitable, a little impossible. As we're going to have a lot of work to do, as they're keeping Garrett Cole in, which is kind of a questionable call. Sure, he's been having a good game, but you kind of want to get him that rest, because he might not be fully ready for his next start now. As we're going to go ahead and look at a swing and a miss by Ryan Mountcastle. Pitch number 104 here by Garrett Cole. It's going to go ahead and be swung on and missed, and that's going to make it a 1-2 count. The windup in the pitch by Garrett Cole is going to go ahead and be a slider that results in a ball, make it a 2-2 count for Ryan Mountcastle, who's not really had the most impressive day when it comes to offense. Defensively, he's been pretty sound for us. He's going to go ahead and look at a ball there, and that's going to make it a 3-2 count. So definitely being patient with Garrett Cole has been a very key thing from us, as that's going to go ahead and be a strikeout on Ryan Mountcastle, and that's not what we like to see. As with that, they're going to go ahead, and it looks like they're going to pull Garrett Cole, who had a phenomenal day. He doesn't look too happy, but I mean, you can't be disappointed with that, because that's a fantastic game all around right there. So in comes Adam Ottavino, who looks like he's a really solid pitcher. He played a lot of innings last year out of the reliever position. A 1.9 ERA, just south of 2. That's good. Has a nice whip, decent amount of strikeouts. Doesn't walk too much. Looks like he walks probably about every other inning that he's in. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and look at Taylor Davis in, as that's going to be Ottavino's first batter. He's going to be a sidearm pitcher, which is definitely going to be one of those tougher pitchers to face. As Davis is going to go ahead and call for a timeout here, as he's going to go ahead, and with that, we're going to go to our bullpen, and let's go ahead and get a look at our rookie in our final inning here. So Taylor Davis is going to go ahead and look at a 1-0 count here. So that's going to be yet another ball, as he's already got one walk to his name so far this game, making it a 2-0 count here. So hopefully we can make it 3-0 here. But Ottavino with the windup, and that's going to be in the strike zone. Make that 2-1 now against Taylor Davis. Ottavino with the windup here, and that's going to be a nicely placed fastball, tying up the count at 2-2. Definitely seeing a lot of patience from Taylor Davis, not even swinging once at any of these pitches, as he's going to go ahead and hit that right over to the third base And with that, that'll go ahead and be the second out of this inning. As we take a look here, Garrett Cole with 7.1 innings pitched, only allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs total, and 14 strikeouts. That's very impressive for an outing from Garrett Cole. But against a very fresh team, kind of expect that almost. Not taking anything away from him is Jomar is going to completely miss that pitch, as that was going to be a ball normally, but instead it is an 0-1 count. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this strike here, and that's going to go ahead and be 0-2. 0-2 now here for Jomar, as that's going to be pitch number 8 for Ottavino, as that'll be a ball. As definitely one of the more patient batters in this lineup, I'd say, is Jomar, because he had a 10-pitch battle with Cole earlier, as he strikes out here, still looking for his first hit, however, as that will end this inning. As we will go ahead and look at Jay Johnson, who we acquired from the Red Sox, so he'll be playing against his former team a decent amount. But instead, this is his first game in the pros, so we're definitely going to take a look at his stuff and his velocity against the premier team, as that's going to be a 98-mile-an-hour fastball against this Yankees lineup, against this Yankees batter, DJ LeMahieu, as that's going to be popped out to left field, as the left fielder's going to have to run for it, as Rudolph is going to get there in time, as that was definitely a close one. Alright, 0-1 count here for Aaron Judge, as Jay is looking pretty solid out there in his pitching debut in the pros. 0-2 count against Aaron Judge, which is no easy feat as a rookie, but here we are. Johnson with the windup. He's going to go ahead and get him to ground to Mason out there at second, and that will be the second out of this inning. So far, only 5 pitches into this inning, Johnson's looking really solid as a reliever. We're going to go ahead and look at him absolutely get one belted to center field, but yet Cedric Mullins will be there. So Jay Johnson with 6 pitches in his first ever inning without allowing a run is very impressive. I like seeing that. As we have McCoy, Randolph, and Cartia up next in this final inning for us.
Leading off for the Orioles, the second
Alrighty, so Mason McCoy's up next. 7-2 is the score here, as it looks like this is more of just a blowout game that's not really going to be we're not going to be able to come back from. We only have 2 total hits as an offense, so that's definitely a tough one, as McCoy's going to go ahead and foul this one off. Alrighty. McCoy's down 0-2 already in the ball game. In this at bat, he's going to go ahead and swing out and miss, as he's still looking for his first hit as a major leaguer, as that will go ahead and wrap up his first game as a pro. Randolph up to bat next. He is looking at a fresh count here. He is still hitless in terms of being a pro, but when you go against the Yankees, that's definitely going to be kind of a harder thing to accomplish, getting your first hit. So it's kind of impressive that we scored 2, to be 100% honest. But it's definitely good to see us getting a little bit of offensive production. 0-2 is the count now, as he's going to go ahead and foul this one off, as that's going to go ahead and be a continue it being an 0-2 count. With this being a sideball pitcher and the fact that it's bright out makes it really kind of hard to see the balls. That's going to go ahead and be a strikeout, and that will go ahead and end Randolph's day as a professional as well. So up next, we have Diego Cartia, who has one of the 2 home runs today. This is going to go ahead and choke up on that slider and swing and miss. And again, it's kind of hard to see the ball because of the sunlight out. So makes it really kind of hard to place the balls. That's going to go ahead and be a slider that goes way out, and that's going to be a ball. As we're down to our final batter here, most likely anyway. It's a 1-1 count as Cartier is going to go ahead and look at another slider that's way out that goes that he swings at, but you really can't see in these conditions. Makes it a 1-2 count. So we're going to go ahead and foul that one off. That one was kind of lucky. Couldn't really see the ball there, but that's going to go ahead and make it a 1-2 count. Here's Ottavino looking for his final punch out here. He's going to go ahead and wind up, and he's going to go ahead and do just that as Cartier is going to swing and miss. And that'll go ahead and wrap up our first game of the season. We lose 7-2 at home against a dominant Yankees team. I'm kind of expecting this from this lineup. You can't really expect much from him, or from really anybody on our team. Duplantier gets the loss. He allowed 7 hits. He allowed 3 of the 4 runs. And then our next 2 relievers didn't really do much, but our last 2 relievers definitely were solid for us. Jay getting a nice little inning of work at the end there. But yeah, so that's going to go ahead and wrap up this game. Let's go ahead and exit. So yeah, we didn't really have anybody all that good. We had Cedric Mullins, who went 1 for 2, so he's a 500 average, which is good to see. I'm pretty sure this is a 4-game series as well, so we got to go through this 3 more times. Sorry, it's only a 3-game series. So, and then next we play Boston. So we have a good, nice little home stretch, and then we play St. Louis. So that'll go ahead and wrap it up for this one. We take on Luis Severino next time, and Hunter Harvey will get his first start of the season. But it is definitely good. Good to see us putting up a little bit of offense, maybe not a lot, but just enough, you know. So that way we have a little bit to look forward to. Duplantier didn't really do too well. He has a 7.2 ERA to start off the season. But, I mean, again, going against a stacked New York team, I mean, there's only so much you can do. With that being said, I do hope to catch you in the next one, where we'll be taking on Luis Severino this time. He will be getting the start. And hopefully Hunter Harvey can pitch well and get us our first win. With that being said, I will catch you in the next one.